Tonight on Old Spirits, T. Morris comes home to Richmond, Virginia, and OSI pays a visit to the Byrd Theatre. Hailed as one of the United States' finest cinemas, the Byrd remains as a popular attraction in the city and state, especially for those patrons who apparently never left. Join OSI and please silence your mobile phones as tonight's feature is about to begin.
It's pointing towards Phil.
Phil, you may have somebody very close.
He created the sound effect of the roller coaster. And he basically was in the...
We're on the balcony.
The movie, it's about a B plus. But...
Deal.
On Christmas Eve, 1928, a year after the jazz singer introduced sound to the motion picture industry, the Byrd Theatre opened in Richmond, Virginia, in the west end of the state's capital, an area known as Carytown. The 1,200-seat venue is named after William Byrd, one of the founders of Richmond. The theater is regarded as one of the nation's finest cinema treasures. This motion picture palace, an architecturally ambitious project from Walter Coulter and Charles Soma, was inspired by vaudeville theaters that preceded it by 2 decades. Outstanding architectural touches include continuous cuts of Turkish marble, a custom commission for the Byrd Theatre, hand-painted works meant to reflect the grand age of European theater, and finally, a signature 19-foot-tall chandelier weighing 2.5 tons with over 5,000 pieces of Czechoslovakian crystal and over 500 light bulbs. The first movie shown at the Byrd was Waterfront, a first national film starring Dorothy McHale and Jack Mulhall. The Byrd Theatre also offered space for a Wurlitzer organ, a one-person orchestra containing many percussion instruments and additional effects used for silent films. The Byrd's mighty Wurlitzer, powered by a 15-horsepower engine pumping air into 3 rooms full of pipes and literally miles of wiring, performed to its first audience on the theater's 1928 opening night and has been in continuous operation since. Its most notable performer for over 50 years was Eddie Weaver, known as the Master of the Mighty Wurlitzer. On January 7, 2000, Eddie Weaver died. He was 92. T first visited the Byrd Theatre in 1978 when, at 9 years old, he saw the thriller Roller Coaster, one of 4 films presented in Sensurround, the Sensurround effect for the roller coaster rides created by Weaver on the Wurlitzer. After 93 years of service, the Byrd continues to show both first-run films and revivals. On the night of this investigation, the movie featured was, by chance, Ghostbusters. The Byrd Theatre continues to be a beloved location, not only for T, but for the entirety of the city of Richmond. In 1977, the Byrd Theatre was designated a Virginia Historic Landmark and then joined the National Historic Landmark Registry 3 years later. The theater also remains a beloved location for a little girl, often encountered in the ladies' bathroom, playing with the water in the sinks. For Robert Coulter, the Byrd's manager from its opening in 1928 until his retirement in 1971. He has been known to have a seat in the balcony, top tier, second row, even to this day. And for many patrons who have escaped to the movies, returning for one more show, thanks to an accidental psychomanteum created on the theater's mezzanine. Hey everybody, it is another Old Spirits Investigations. I'm T.
I'm Phil.
And we are thrilled to bring you the Byrd Theatre. I was so excited to bring you to this old stomping ground in my neighborhood. This meant a lot to me.
Well, let the viewers know why.
Well, you all saw the history, but the main reason that this place means so much to me is that I went to several movies here, both as a young child and as a young adult. There's just something magical about the Byrd Theatre.
Your mom used to go.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. My mom was actually here for this investigation. You might see her pop up now and then. Let's just say I think she's more geared for the public events than she is for the private investigations. When the mom comes to you and says, "So how long am I going to be here?" That's when you know, oh, mom, that's not the way to do this. Now, this was your first trip to the Byrd Theatre, correct?
This was, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I fell in love the moment that we walked in the door. I mean, it has this just beautiful, classic cinema mystique about it. Just the
Almost a majesty, which is why it's called a cinema palace.
That's right.
We have a lot of footage to go through, so let's go on ahead and
let's hit it.
Let's hit it. When we say it's been a pleasure to spend some time with you, but you have to stay here at the end of the night, this is the first place that I feel like the ghosts would say, well, yeah.
I would much rather stay here.
Yeah, I'm not leaving this place at all.
So I guess we can start by asking the obvious.
Is there anyone with us right now?
I'm gonna just out of curiosity.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Do you need light?
No, I see.
If you want to give us some kind of sign, and it could be a sign of your choosing.
Oh, I'm getting a big yes that there's somebody here. So maybe it's not just. Don't be afraid to walk over by the flashing light. But I mean, you can tell me your answers as well. That's fine. Okay. Clear, please. Thank you.
Wow.
Like I said.
Yeah, I know. This is the first time I've actually seen dowsing rods do as advertised. Hang on a second. I'm gonna turn the screen on.
Now I want your light on here. Oh, is that me? Setting off the flux?
I believe it is.
Possibly.
Well, if that wasn't me.
I did widen the field a bit, so it's going 4 feet in every direction.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
So, Marcia, would you mind-
there is somebody here. Oh, so what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. Explain?
No, just
Okay.
take your time.
Okay, so you did say that there's somebody here who would. Do you mind answering some questions for us this evening? Thinking about it? Thinking about
Okay.
it. Okay, that's cool.
Hang on. That just went off.
Okay, so we have it. Is that a yes over there?
We have it. Well, okay. If that's.
Oh.
Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that
we
at all.
did not care for that, Phil.
Scott.
That's okay. Yeah, that was very alarming, wasn't it?
We apologize.
I would like to let you know that's only happened at one other place, and that was Linville Manor.
Yeah.
Okay, can you go back to neutral, please? Can you clear? Clear, please. Please? I know. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That's very sweet. Thank you so much.
We're sorry if that startled you.
It started us too.
Right?
So first off, we just want to tell you, none of these devices are going to hurt you.
Nope.
These are just ways that we're trying to communicate with you. We have, if you want to actually share your thoughts, you can do that with the device that Marcia has.
I've got a great way for you to tell me like yes and no. Also, if you want to, you can point to where you're standing, and you can show us that as well. But you don't have to do that yet if you like. It's fine. And are you a little bit shy? Okay.
It's pointing towards Phil.
Phil, you may have somebody very close.
Oh, great. Are you wondering what I'm doing?
Phil has a lot of the fun toys over
So
there.
this is something that you can use to communicate with us.
It's
You just have to really kind of just want your voice heard.
No, what
And that's all you need to do.
so this is either a no or it's. I had asked to show
where we were standing.
Okay, so here's a. Can you clear, please? Clear, please.
This is so fascinating.
Thank you. Stop. No, don't point at T anymore. I'm going to ask you another question if you wouldn't mind. Please. Clear? I know he's very nice, but
Thank you.
I've known him for a long time. I can tell you he's a very nice person. But you can stop pointing at him though. Clear, please.
We don't want his head to get any bigger.
Right?
He has a hard enough time
All right.
being graceful as it is.
Okay. So
A kid.
here's. Okay. No. That's fine. Sometimes you have to reset.
Right.
And these are like I'm not manipulating.
No,
these.
I've
This
held
is-
dowsing rods before.
Yeah.
I've never seen them I've never seen them be so precise, be so responsive. So this is fascinating.
This might partially be me too, but that's, I mean, no, but I don't know how to, I don't know how to control it.
Got it.
But apparently, no, stop it. It's fine. Go back to center, please.
No, that was you, Phil.
Yeah, go back to center, please.
Setting off the sign.
Okay, so
You know it.
is there more than one person that is here on the balcony with us this evening? Or I guess it's not really a balcony. What would you call the space that we're in?
The mezzanine.
The mezzanine. Is there more than one person with us on the mezzanine? Yes.
So when they cross, that means yes.
That's a yes. Okay, thank you. Clear? Okay. So how about this? I'm gonna start counting, and if that's how many people we have, then you can cross on that number. Okay? All right. Clear, please. Come on, both of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so there's more than one. Are there two? Three. 4. 5. 5. Now, 5 with authority. Thank you. Clear? Now, are you counting the 3 of us?
Is that a yes or is that a no?
I think that might be a, well, they're pointing at you and they're pointing at me. So, and you're going around. Okay, so that can either be a big no or...
I don't want to not like be able to have conversations, but our recording here is like so sensitive, so if it has anything, we might not hear it.
So this is either a big no or it's pointing to where they are.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, can you clear, please? Back to the center. Back to the center, please. It's vibrating. Why are you vibrating? That's not a yes or no question. But no. My hands. These things are vibrating.
No, I know. But we were also pointing out that Phil crossed into the ranges of Simon.
Oh, that's weird.
Let's give the dowsing rods a break.
Yeah,
And
that's
let me
okay. So
give
we
you-
know that now that there are several.
There is somebody here.
Okay.
So, how about this? You see this device in the center of the room?
Thank you very much for talking with me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. And yeah, my hands need a break.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
good.
you got to give that a break. You're right. It doesn't. The dowsing rods do not ask for a battery, but they do have a wear and tear of a different kind.
Yeah. Well, and then you realize that me, my human appearing self, I'm a battery, and that's something that I have to learn sometimes to be able to block off. So. But a short time is usually good for that in that
Yeah.
respect.
So here's an offer. You see that device in the middle of the room? It's got the blue lights. One side will make it go red, the other side will make it go green. Now, I thought I saw you turn it green earlier tonight. Can you make the other side go red, please? And please don't interpret this as us trying to make you do circus tricks or anything like that. We're trying to communicate, we're trying to make a connection, and the best way to know it is if you interact with the devices that we have in front of you. So we know that you're here. We know there's a car outside.
We know Carey Street is a busy.
We know
road.
Carey Street is a busy place. But would you go on ahead and make your presence known? And either make the light go red or green? You don't even have to touch that device. You can just walk right up to it. And it will go off as soon as you get close.
Is that inside or outside?
That's outside. Yeah, that's outside. Well,
Sound does
remember.
weird things in here.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird acoustics going on here. Tell you what, I'll even trade this up with.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you made the green light and the red light go off. Great.
That is fantastic. Thank you so
Great.
much.
So, how about we do this? Green will mean yes, red will mean no. Now, we're here to find out your story, but we know, at least I know from previous investigations, that sometimes people like to hear our stories. Would you like to hear a story of mine about the Byrd Theatre? Green for yes, red for no. While Paratech was consistently generating words, there appeared to be no consistent pattern to what it was saying. Chuck also remained quiet, for the most part. Roughly 12 minutes later, though, Bill's portal began to offer up intriguing responses to T's memory from the Byrd Theatre. At the Tea with Santa, because this old school Mineral Rose had a tea room that had the old school runway, and literally ladies would go, they'd get in the white gloves.
Oh, and the hats.
And the hats.
You said it.
Is that what it said?
It said you said it, and I don't know what the last one it said was.
And that Christmas, after we had been here for Roller Coaster, I went up to him and I said, "Do you play the organ at the Byrd Theatre?" And Eddie Weaver looked at me and he was like, "Yeah, I do. You got a good eye, son." But what was really cool about Roller Coaster was that Eddie Weaver what he did was that with the organ, he created the sound effect of the roller coaster. And he basically was in the...
We're on the balcony.
We are on the balcony. We're on the mezzanine.
They can call it whatever they want.
And that is you.
I did also call
Phil,
it
do you want me to tighten the field on this so you're not constantly setting it off?
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
Can you sit down now? I'm working on it. I'm just trying to make an adjustment. And I'll sit back down.
Pain.
Are we talking?
No, wait. I'm sorry. Rain. Is it raining again? Did you say that?
It sounds like it is.
No,
That's what it sounded
I
like.
don't have my umbrella in here. I hope it's not raining.
Wasn't
You're
there?
still setting it off.
It did rain a lot
Okay,
earlier today.
I'm gonna make this field as tight as I can. 1 foot in another direction.
So would you like us to stop talking? I want to hear T bring this story full circle.
The question is, does it get wrapped? How does it get wrapped up? So you asked Eddie, does he play the thing, and he said yes.
Well, so how it wraps up is that this was in the film Roller Coaster was in Sensorand. Mm-hmm. The film was about a guy who was more or less a mad bomber.
Oh.
And he was basically setting charges on roller coasters and blowing them up while, he was basically asking for money, et cetera, et cetera. They actually filmed part of this film at King's Dominion. And they shot one of the, to give you an idea of how dated it is, they shot one of the key scenes on the Rebel Yell.
I know it.
Which is now called Racer 76.
It's because you can't have a Rebel.
Because you can't really have a Rebel Yell.
And back in the day, we didn't think anything
Did it
about
say
that.
Jimmy?
No, it said hear it.
Hear it.
Are we talking too much for you? Do you want to be heard now?
Trust.
So what Eddie Weaver would do was he would take the lower register of the organ and he would make the sound of the roller coaster as it was passing by, and he did it for us live. And it was insanely cool, and you felt it in your chest.
Yes, that sounds cool.
And
Special effects before special effects.
it was truly practical special effects in real time. And literally he was watching the movie with all of us.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. The movie, it's about a B plus, but
Deal.
We did. In fact, I dare say, I think we saw it twice. I think I loved it so much, even though it was terrifying. I loved it so much, we saw it twice here at the
Carter
Byrd.
was president
What was that?
then. It says Carter.
Was Carter president then?
78? Yes, he
In
was.
78. In 78.
Yes,
So you remember the year?
very good. It's good to have somebody who actually knows the.
I'm trying to stay focused here, but I gotta admit, being here is amazing.
Okay, so you have a lot of emotion with this building. You imagine all the people who have come to see movies here over the years, and all that emotion is tied into this building. Is that what we're feeling tonight? Is that what we're feeling? I gotta get out my back starter. I was laying on the floor.
I get that.
Put my knee down on my like Garth. I fell on my
Sounded
knees,
like it
you guys.
said, I'm not kidding. I thought I heard from there, I thought I just heard Phil. And hug me.
Oh,
Right before hug me.
Does it sound like you said I'm dead? But it also sounded like a familiar voice.
and this is gonna say something.
That actually gave me the chills big time.
What was that?
This one?
This one. Yeah, I heard this one.
Normally, I wish that we could get like like the words like on a play out or
Wouldn't it be nice?
like
Yeah.
a transcript. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Rick?
That sounds like Rick, yeah.
So is there somebody here that's named Rick? Did you just say hairball?
It sounded like you said hairball.
I mean, we do have cats.
Whoa. That's why from this.
No.
Right down here. Close to the back.
Waitress? Well, there are a whole lot of restaurants along
Yeah.
the street now.
That was not you. That was not you.
That was not him. Not me. Not you. Edward. I just heard Edward.
I just heard Edward as well.
Edward, are you here?
So is Edward Eddie Weaver?
That's what I'm wondering.
Russell? Is this supposed to give us names?
No, I mean, it could. I've had to give names in the past.
Once again, activity on the mezzanine slowed down. We did change tactics and attempted a scrying session with T, as the alignment of mirrors provided a psychomanteum of sorts. That session we will be releasing as a members-only bonus session, and we invite you to support Old Spirits with a membership that will offer you this bonus content and much more. Following the scrying session, Phil donned a mask and headphones for an Estes method. The Estes method is where someone is blindfolded and is listening to a spirit box, while outside someone else is asking questions. Phil is unable to hear what we are asking him. His response is only what he hears on the spirit box.
I'll do it straight up, Estes. Without looking at the mirror.
You said,
Did you bring a blindfold?
Yes.
Oh, is it up here?
Yes, it is.
All right.
I mean, you didn't sit in front of the mirror, but I mean, it's just.
I'll just put the blindfold on.
Put the blindfold
Tell
on.
my wife that I didn't look at the mirror.
Well, we did.
I didn't. I looked at the mirror, right?
Looked into the trap, Ray.
It's been a little while since I've done one of these.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I've ever really done an Estes.
Would you like to try tonight? You're more than welcome to.
Thank you, sir.
One more time, we had.
12:40.
12:47.
47.
Wow. It felt like only half an hour. Mom told me it was 11.
Oh, and at one point you said, "Hey, Mom."
Yeah.
And I was like,
I remember saying, "Hey, Mom." I didn't know if
well,
my
and
mom
I
had
was
said
like,
anything or not.
"Is that you or is?"
No, that was,
I'm going in.
all right.
Cover me.
Cover me, Porkins. I'm right behind you, Red 3.
Get out, woman.
Dang.
Okay, and what does that say?
This is not
It's
saying
insane.
It is insane. You're coming out of the box strong. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, it says glove.
Glove.
How about
Presence.
presents?
We are trying to make a presence tonight. Are you okay with us being here tonight?
I'm serving in.
Serving in.
Talk.
Well, my name is T. Would you like to tell my friend Phil here your name?
Here.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a good start.
Hi there.
We must.
What must you do?
I think they think the thing on his face is a glove.
It could be. I mean,
I'm alive.
are you?
Help.
How can we help? What can we do to help you out?
Please squish me.
Maybe after the session, I can give you I can give my buddy here a hug, but that's the only squishing I think we're going to be
Kill
doing
me.
here. No, easy there. What happened here? Did somebody hurt you?
Of course.
So are you connected with this
It
theme?
says Soviet.
She's naughty.
So we had Russian before, and this just now said Soviet.
Soviet, yeah.
My God, chill again. Was it a Soviet that hurt you? Did you die in a war? Because that would tie into what we talked about.
Who's that?
It's me. It's Marcia.
Marcia's a friend of mine. I wanted to bring her.
Almost.
Almost? No. Marcia and I have been through way too much. We've been friends for quite some time.
Phil.
Yes.
That's who you're
That is
talking
my
for.
friend Phil. Did you just make Phil rock around like that? What was that? Is everything okay?
Heart.
Yeah, Phil is working on making
Today.
sure. Who are they? Exactly, who are they? Who are they that we're talking to right now?
On his team.
Yep, I am on Phil's team. Phil is on my team. We are here to try to make a connection with you. And we hope you want to talk to us. Do you want one of us talking to you? Only one?
Because.
Always.
Do you want me to talk to you? Or do you want to talk to Marcia?
Kids.
Kids. There are some kids outside.
Yes, there are kids outside.
They're loud.
The war. Eisenhower.
Are we talking to a World War II veteran?
Was Eisenhower your general or your president?
That's it.
The president? Okay, so that's 1950s,
So that'd be the Korean War.
Korean War.
7.
How long was Korea?
Chief.
Not 7 years. Loss. Is that,
Commander-in-Chief. Eisenhower would have been the Commander-in-Chief. Are we talking
Son
to?
of a bitch.
that sounds about right. Sounds
Are we talking to a Korean War veteran? Virginia does have a beautiful, rather Richmond has a beautiful war memorial for Korean veterans.
Justice.
It does do justice for the price.
New York.
Is that where you shipped out from? New York City?
Where
Did you move to New York after the war? Or did you move from New York to Virginia?
I witnessed
What did
fear,
you? I bet.
death.
Definitely. It's hard.
It's weird how we're getting the soldiers. You guys got a soldier with me. It feels like we're getting a soldier with
Weapons.
Jeez.
Depend.
Fight, live.
Did you end your days here in Richmond?
Help.
What would you like us to help you with?
A representative.
When you say representative, what do you mean? Are you looking for
A
someone?
definition.
A definition.
A definition.
Anna,
Again with Anna.
and I'm coming in. Africa.
Who is Anna? Tell me about her. You want to tell me a little bit about Anna?
Spirit.
Is she here with you?
She's here. It's her.
Is Anna from Richmond?
Lover.
Okay.
We had Lover on there earlier.
I think we did.
Is someone like right in front of me?
No,
No?
no. But
Phil.
I'm tingling all over.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm getting the, especially because it just said Phil.
Like everything, like
Yeah,
my entire.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Are you?
Otto.
Auto the name or auto like automatic?
You were telling me about Anna. Was she someone close to you?
Yep.
Was Anna from Richmond?
Community.
Private.
Was that your rank or is it
Or
something
do
you
you
don't
want?
want
Do
to
you
tell
just
us?
want to keep this private? You want,
Speedy.
what did he say?
Or seedy. Speedy or seedy.
Speedy or seedy?
Okay. And I don't even remotely have the pins.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Did you and Anna come to the movies here? Did Anna
Eventually.
Eventually?
Eventually, okay.
Do you want to tell us what you saw here? What did you see here?
Gone with the Wind.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I gotta walk away from that. Did you enjoy The Gone with the Wind? Did you like that movie?
So.
It's kind of long, isn't it?
It also, it's two different movies, isn't it? It's not my favorite. What movie did you prefer? What kind of movie did you like? Wow. That was nuts.
That was good. We're like,
You strike me as more of a type.
Stooges.
that tracks.
It does track. So you prefer the Three Stooges? Which one?
Attitude.
Okay, pick one. Curly, Shem, or Joe?
Wasn't?
Larry.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a Larry? Larry.
So you preferred, you didn't even prefer the third guy. He was more of a Larry guy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Whatever.
That's brilliant.
Next question.
What was that about attitude a minute ago?
Yeah, next
Okay,
question.
Okay, Mr. Feisty.
Okay, all right.
The sassy
That's a strong.
There was not.
Leading.
There was no stooger named Joe.
Funny.
No, there was Curly Joe. He was the last
Larry,
one.
Curly, and Bo.
Right, but there was also Shem,
Yes.
and then there was Curly Joe.
Everything.
Everything.
He was the-
Some leading questions. Sorry.
He was the last. He was the last one. He was the last one. He was like a cousin. He was a cousin to the original Curly, and he was not very fun.
Hot.
Well, that's funny. I was thinking Larry, and he said Larry.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So you like the Stooges, huh? Were there other funny movies that you liked?
In the office.
Are you in the office right now?
Sad.
Oh, why are you sad?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you not home right now?
I'm dead.
Right, but we're trying to find out your story here.
Some self-awareness there.
Anyone? Help.
How can we help you? What do you want us to do?
Navy.
Is that Navy or maybe?
Navy.
Couple.
Stinks. North. Lewis. Sea. I grew up here.
You grew up in Richmond?
Yeah.
Where in Richmond did you grow up? South Side?
Hazelton? Hazel? Bud.
Hazel was my grandma's name, and
Carrie.
they always used to call my dad Bud.
Well, we're in Carytown right now. Did you like to come to Carytown when you lived here?
Did you live in the Fan?
Pittsburgh.
That's where I'm from.
You a Flyers fan or are you more of a Steelers fan?
Oh, the Flyers are from Philadelphia.
A little bit.
Oh, sorry, I should have meant to say Penguins, didn't I? Should have gotten that right.
Like,
Whoopsie.
excuse me.
My apologies.
So are you from Pittsburgh then?
Were your parents from Pittsburgh?
He's from Richmond.
40.
Reservation.
The fact that we're sitting
Ready to go.
the thing is, we're in front of me.
When?
I mean,
Evening.
there could be people coming and going at this point.
Well, I mean, this is the lobby of a
Hang up.
hangout. Are you ready to?
Are you ready for us to end this? Do you want us to talk to Phil? Wrap it up? Is that what you want?
Sorry.
No?
No, we've had a lovely conversation with
Had a
you.
great
Thank you.
conversation with you.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Saturn. Philip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
That was wild.
Oh, Phil, man, we got on camera and just some crazy stuff.
I hope you weren't standing there the whole time.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I wasn't.
At one point, I felt like there were two people like standing right here. It was
It said couple.
Yeah, it did say couple.
It said couple.
It just said couple.
So before we get to the couch commentator, you know what I forgot to do? What? Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and enable those notifications for whenever we put up new content, because you know those likes and subs and all the interactions with the comments, you know what that does.
That
good things.
really helps us.
Yes, it really helps us. So, it also helps us that I should remember to do that at the beginning of the video, but I did it here. So, Phil, let's talk about smooth, huh? Let's talk about the Byrd Theatre.
That was rough.
I know, that was rough. That was rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Byrd Theatre. So it was very.
Can we just jump to that ridiculously good Essie's method?
You know, if you didn't cut me off, that's exactly where I was going.
I mean, wow.
So what's funny, and we talked about this in between filming here today. Right. I don't even remember being under for that long.
And you don't remember saying Stooges and Larry and all that.
It came back to me when we watched it.
Of course, yeah, always, yeah.
But
so where we were in the mezzanine, Beautiful section, and it's got the mirrors, and mirrors are supposedly a way for spirits to go from one place in the world to another place in the world, which is why during funerals people will actually cover mirrors. At least that was the folklore that I understand.
Yeah, and the mythos around mirrors being portals goes back before people were even using the phrase paranormal or the term paranormal.
Where I'm going with all this is that we got a lot on both GhostTube and I believe on the portal I Come and Go, and I wanted to get your spin on that.
So we've picked up similar statements on other investigations when there haven't been mirrors present. Personally, I don't want to look too much into it.
Really?
Yeah, just because we have picked it up in other spots where there haven't been mirrors.
Okay. Because it was only at the Byrd that I really noticed, because it kept coming up again. I come and go, I come and go, I come and go. So I honestly thought it was, wow, we're actually disagreeing on something where I'm going towards the woo, and you're like, I don't think so.
Well, this is in the sense that I think it doesn't take a mirror for...
Is this what it feels like to be like you?
I'm sorry, son, you'll never get that.
Oh, dang, okay, fine.
No,
fine.
What I'm trying to say, though, is that I don't think necessarily a mirror is a key component in spirits being transient. And I've always believed that some spirits do come and go. And they pass through, they check in on us, or they pass through a location.
Right. One thing I did want to make sure we covered on the couch commentary, too, a big shout out to new friend, OSI affiliate, if you will, Marcia Edmundson, who came in and did a really neat session with the dowsing rods. Yeah. Now, I know you've played around with dowsing rods.
I haven't gone too deeply with them. I love them in theory.
Right.
And they're fun.
So what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on what you saw with Marcia, though?
So my thoughts were it was compelling.
I had never seen them that responsive. Yeah. I've never seen them, especially when she would go clear, please, and they just swung back into place. Were there any other things you wanted to make sure we touched on, though, on this part?
Yes. Before we wrap up part one, the portal was very active. And there was one moment after it said my name, and then it said something else, I can't remember what it said, in a voice that even at the time, it sounded very familiar with me.
Oh, it was a female voice. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that
I want to say it just said yes. It said yes very enthusiastically.
Yes, and
there was a female voice that kept creeping in there.
Yeah, and that to me was something that made my hair stand on end. Because at that moment when we were there, I even said I just got chills all over hearing that voice, and then it just happened again. So very... I don't even remember the portal going off that much.
I was also pleasantly surprised at how active the portal had been, and it was definitely coming in strong. Yeah. And it was there again. It's a question that I sometimes get live on stream. You know, we get the well, is it just random words? Well, sometimes the words are random. Sometimes it's when they start fitting very closely into the discussion that you have to take a step back and go, okay.
Yeah, and one thing I really want to start doing more in our upcoming investigations where we are using response devices like the portal or like the paratech is really, take careful note of when it goes from being more random to being a bit more in line with the discussion and the questions and what else is going on in the environment as well. Is there a correlation between this uptick in spiritual energy and the randomness of these certain devices becoming less random?
So that wraps up part one of the Byrd Theatre investigation. We'll be back next week with, yes, and you heard me right, we are coming back next week with part two of the Byrd Theatre. Theater. And you noticed during this investigation that we had all kinds of great gadgets out. Phil, what can you tell them about those gadgets?
Well, T, funny you should mention that. We, Old Spirits, are proud to be Ghost Stop affiliates. There's a link in the show description. Follow that link. Go on a shopping spree if you saw some things you liked in the episode. And again, that's something that helps this channel.
And with that, thank you so much for joining us on this investigation of the Byrd Theatre in Richmond, Virginia. From all of us here at Old Spirits, take care, stay safe,
And we'll see you in the field.